Hello everyone, hi, how are you doing? Welcome. Is anyone surprised to see Elyssia today? I'm surprised to be Elyssia today, but things happened. I'm gonna talk about them. They passed somehow. How are you and why Goth? Oh, I'm gonna talk about it. Believe you me, I'm gonna talk about it. But first I'm gonna do my hellos. Hello everyone. Hi Nirwanda, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Vorador, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, Ritichulo, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Erinaku, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Officer Hotpants, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Leia, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Zach Matthews, welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Lord Finay, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And Rancor, welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I think that's everyone. Duke, welcome. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good middle of the night. How are you doing? Hello. Hello. Oh, this is Fiore. Welcome. My hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. So, I love that just as I was deciding that I was gonna be Elyssia, people were talking about my thumbnail having a strangely menacing kindness. What? What? Excuse me? I look very just normal in that thumbnail. I look very normal and very standard. What are you talking about? But yeah, it was funny because like then Nirwanda said she's seething with rage deep down, and oh gosh, oh my boy, you have no idea. Today's just one of those days, you know those days where one thing goes wrong, and then because you get flustered and nervous and anxious about the thing that you did wrong, you start messing up in chain. Like, you start doing a chain of mess-ups, and then everything seems worse than it is. That's the kind of day I've been having. So I was like, you know what? Freak it. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. I'm Elyssia. It's that day. It's that kind of day. So I'm gonna tell you about it. But first, did I say hello to everyone? I think so. Girl, I agree with Vorador. She looks as though she's about to murder someone with kindness. I'm not about to murder anyone, but I have felt kind of like murder. We're drawing shows to see who's gonna get murdered by Ellie. Nobody's gonna get murdered by Ellie. I promise. She looks like she's about to tell me why I woke up bound and blindfolded. You? Specifically? You, Hot Pants? Don't need to ask that. You don't need to worry about it, Hot Pants. It's not you don't need to worry about it. Actually, it's more like, you know why you're on the chair, Hot Pants. You know what you did. I hope. At this point, I flashed that gif of banning you several times. Enough times that you probably know what you did. My grandpa always said accept death willingly if it's by the hand of a pretty girl. So I'm cool taking the fall. I'm not killing anyone. Hey Lord, come to see the famous talking snake. I don't see any talking snakes here. We're only gonna have rambling snake. Is that okay? I am gonna ramble. Probably. Knowing me. She kept playing Getting Over It. I wish. I kind of really want to play Getting Over It. Who is she? Oh yeah, Zach. Have you never seen Elyssia before? This is me. This is Elyssia. This is the edgy version of me that my grandma would approve of. Is it because you pressed the wrong button? What wrong button? Where? What wrong button? Menacingly normal? Stop it! It's normal! You're very normal, please don't hurt us anymore! I'm not hurting! It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. No, I was fine waking up. It was everything that came after that. I know exactly what you mean. I don't know, for me the thunder looked like a type of loving kindness. That's what I felt too when I was taking the picture! That's what I was trying to portray. We've been scammed by Ellie. She was promising to send us to the gem mines and we're still waiting. You are polishers. I don't know why you think you would be working the mines. If you're polishing gems, you're not picking the gems. You're not gathering the gems. I mean, it could be so many reasons that I still basically don't know the reason why. See, look through your soul. Look inside your heart. You know at least one of those is the one. You have many options. Just take your pick. I'm cool with the goth girl paralyzing me though. I can paralyze indeed. That is one of the things I can do. King Jason, welcome. Hi, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I'm new fan and I love you. Well, welcome. I hope that you do enjoy. Blood diamonds? It's not. Nobody's in the mines. There are no mines. You guys are just polluting. The mines are, I don't know, somewhere else. We have the gems right here. In our couches. In our little, like, throw pillow area. Sitting area. But yeah, my day. So, my day started well. I've talked about my basil plant, but there's a lot of people who probably have never heard me talk about it. My basil plant had grown a ridiculous amount, and it was growing in a very long way and not in a very like wide way, which is very annoying because then you have to like do a lot of support beams and whatever. And so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna buy some basil and make myself some pesto that I buy a small pack of basil, and then I use the rest of I prune my basil plant, right? And I use the basil to reinforce the one that I buy. So I did that. Figured out that the plague that I thought I had kind of managed in my basil plant is actually still there and pretty freaking strong. So I had to just throw pretty much 80% of the basil plant to the trash, which was already like a disappointing beginning, right? But then I had a brand new bottle of olive oil. It was a glass bottle, and if you know me, you know where this is going. I was clumsy, and I hadn't even opened this olive oil. It was the reserve olive oil, but I was prepping it because the other one just was completely exhausted. And so, yeah, I thought the brand new bottle of olive oil, which is not cheap, folks. Olive oil is not the cheapest thing. And so I had to lose my entire morning to cleaning a bunch of olive oil. Because I broke the goddamn bottle. I rescued as much as I could. Ellie, what? What? You know that I'm clumsy. As soon as I heard glass, I knew. I know. I would cry. I did cry. And then I cried a little more. And then I was mad at myself. And then I had to clean while crying. What type of flooring did you break it on? The kitchen, thankfully. The kitchen, thankfully, which is where, like, it's like the best place to break like something that's kind of like messy, right? Because kitchens are normally prepared to be messy and cleaned easily, right? It doesn't take away the fact that it was a brand new expensive bottle of olive oil. I did rescue some of the olive oil. It broke on the top part, not necessarily halfway through the top, but even higher than that. So I did get to rescue a lot of it. I had to scramble to get like a strainer specifically so that I wouldn't put, I don't know, broken shards of glass in the olive oil. But I did strain it all, and I was very responsible about it. And then I had to spend a bunch of time cleaning olive oil. And then while I was preparing the pesto, which I did have to do anyways, while I was... this is the point where everything is like a chain of events because I'm frustrated, right? Because I'm frustrated and I'm angry at myself and I'm crying, blah, 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 blah. I start doing things worse. I start doing things wrong, right? So I grab the head of garlic. I try to separate two cloves. As I'm putting the pressure on them to separate them, they fly out of my hand and they fall right into the trash. Well, that's 2 cloves of garlic gone, and the universe telling me to get fricked. right? And so I grabbed 2 new cloves of garlic. I chop them. I put it in the blender with the pesto. It's not like a closed blender. It's like a hand blender. And while I'm blending, one of the pieces of the pesto, not like one of the pieces, a drop of pesto, thankfully without the garlic yet, because I add the garlic at the very end, just decides to jump into my eye. Not my hand, not my forehead, not my hair. Into my eye. But it was just olive oil, so you know. I just had a morning. And I decided, Elyssia is here today. Hi Elyssia, how are you? Hello, shiny bunny. Not great. I just finished talking about how I had a very bad morning. I had plans for today, guys. I had plans. Obviously, they didn't matter. The universe had other plans for me, and those plans involved just messing up and losing the rest of the morning. You need to stop using your tail as a third arm. Then why do I have a tail for? Then what do I have a tail for? The whole Armageddon was just the morning? Yeah, it's the afternoon right now for me. I stream in my afternoons. Reptile, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Emo Ellie. Yeah, kitchens are usually tiled. Yeah, I'm so freaking glad that I was in the kitchen when I broke it, because it is the easiest surface to clean. Emo Ellie, can't stay, but I hope your stream goes good and your Dracula stories are very important. Actually, I've been enjoying this year's Dracula Daily so much, but we're not going to talk about it already. We're not going to talk about it now. I'm going to keep it as an ace under my sleeve in case, like, we run out of topics. Wait, please tell me you didn't season your food with glass slivers. Don't worry, I used a strainer. I used a proper strainer, I promise. Don't use that olive oil. Micro fragments of glass can still be in it. Too late, I already made my pesto with it. I already made my pesto with it. Listen, if one of those days you see me tweeting that I had to go to the doctor because my throat suddenly feels weird, blame past Ellie for not straining the glass well enough. But listen, I was responsible with it, okay? I was responsible with it. I strained it very well. I promise. I strained it with a strainer that is so thin. There's no way that any glass, like, that fell through. There's no way. Crunchy olive oil. It's fine. It's fine. Looks like a great example of Murphy's Law. Yeah, pretty much. Are we talking to Elyssia or Isile? Huh? Oh, Delphin Square, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. We're talking to Goth Ellie, Goth Elyssia. Yeah, Goth Elyssia. Haruto Suna, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. Wait, you're a snake lady, right? What do you usually eat? My neighbor came into my field of view and distracted me. Sorry. My diet is the same as a human's, except a human's with a very crappy palate. I have a very crappy palate, and my diet consists of normal stuff. I do really like eggs. Maybe that's because I'm a part snake. I really like eggs, especially deviled eggs. Deviled eggs. But yeah, I eat normally like any other human. Consider that my throat and my stomach are both more human than snake. That's why the floors in the kitchen are tiled. So they're easy to clean for clumsy people like me. Tails exist for balance, Ellie. Can't figure out why she's so clumsy despite carrying things with her tail. Oh, tails exist for balance. Ellie can't figure out why she's so clumsy despite carrying things with her tail. Listen! 2 hands are not enough, okay? 2 hands are not enough. And sure, I'm very clumsy, but End of statement. I know you're feeling. I fell asleep past my stream time and now I'm awake. Well, I hope that you stay awake then and that you manage to... Well, actually, if it's past, like, that's already done, right? Orestes, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi. Throat would be a good outcome. You could get your stomach punctured and have internal bleeding. It's fine. I strained it very well. What do you like, Snake? Snakes or ghosts? Snakes. Every time, snakes. Ice lake. Sly. I don't know. Conflicting works, but I think mine feels a little smarter. I don't even know how to pronounce it. She uses snake shifters when we don't mind enough James. No! I do eat, like, meat. But for example, Duke, you have no meat. You're just bones. She eats glass of it. Stop it. I don't. Now I'm paranoid though. What if there were micro shards? Should I not use that oil? I want to use that oil. I want to rescue that oil. It's really important that I rescue that oil. Now I'm paranoid about it. Ezekiel, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Gabriel, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I don't eat it the same as humans because I eat the humans. No! I would not recommend eating glass. Don't worry, me neither. That's why I strained my oil. Do you like so much the snake? The skin of you is so cool. Thank you. I did it myself. I did everything myself though. Sorry I couldn't say hi sooner. I was playing Kirby and got distracted. Oh, Edinoku, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I didn't welcome you before, but I didn't know that you weren't here. So welcome. And it would be a great sniper if she didn't miss with her tail. I don't think I have any good aim. And I don't think I ever would have any good aim. I'm pretty sure I swallowed a metal chip at work, and I'm fine so far. Good, okay, thank you. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. Well, don't get me wrong. It's not good. But that might make me feel a little bit less paranoid about possibly maybe having eaten some micro shard of glass. Wait, I would have heard it in the blender. If there had been any significant shard of glass, it would have, like, clunked against the blender. Wouldn't it? Don't use that oil. I've already used that oil. Rescuing the oil is less important than your health. I already used a bunch of that oil. We're essentially the cousins of takodachis, aren't we? Except we eat everything and takodachis eat only cookies. Why would we be the cousins of takodachis, though? Why? I don't get the logic. What, Ellie? Hello, Kevin Nesuko. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Asura, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Did somebody say oil? American noises. It's olive oil. It's olive oil. Olive oil. In any case, it should be Italian noises. But Kevin, no, I don't hate humans. I know. I was talking about my own unfortunate clumsiness, and people started saying that I hate humans, but I don't. I promise. I remember one time I ate a napkin while eating a donut. Yeah, but a napkin is just fiber, right? Paper is only fiber in the end. What do you like so much about animals, or what do you like in animals? I love every animal except I've talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it again. It's been a while. I love every animal except mosquitoes, which don't count as animals. They count as the literal spawns of hell. And then I also don't really like deep sea, like deep ocean creatures, particularly anglerfish. By the way, I was trying to say anglerfish the other day when I was talking about deep sea creatures. I don't remember what was the context, but I remember I was like trying to talk about deep sea creatures and I couldn't remember the name of anglerfish. Anglerfish. I hate fucking anglerfishes. They are terrifying. In general, just like deep sea creatures. Glass stomach, Ellie. Stop saying that I have glass in my stomach. But also, if I cancel streams, you know what happens. Let's laugh through the pain, boys. Let's laugh through the pain of paranoia. Now that that's nice, no. What, that I wouldn't have heard it against the blender? You still shouldn't use the rest of it? I'll buy a better filter. I'll buy an even better... how about a coffee filter? If I strain it through a coffee filter, would that work? Would a coffee filter be good enough? That's very strainy. Right? Not me trying to cope. Not me trying to negotiate. How much salvaged olive oil are we talking about? An entire bottle! It was a brand new bottle! A metal chip won't tear your stomach open and into your flesh. A glass chip will. It couldn't be a chip, though. It couldn't be it couldn't be a chip. She loves humans. I do love humans. As friends, not as food. I know somebody will misinterpret that. I love humans as friends, not as food. People and their misconceptions. People and their lies. If you hated humans, why would you be streaming to us? Exactly. There you go. Are we shapeshifters like Ellie or just snakes? No, you're not shapeshifters. You give me the energy that I need to shapeshift. I think everyone is eating part of a napkin when eating a donut. I don't know that I've ever eaten part of a napkin. I'm not super, like, complaining about textures, but texture matters quite a bit when I'm, like, eating. Do you know the hi honey? Would you say hi honey? I've never done a good hi honey, but I guess this is a talking stream, so it's not like a bad opportunity to try. So let's try doing a proper hi honey. I don't think I can pull it off. Okay, get on the mindset. Hi honey. Is that a good one? I don't know what people expect. I don't know what people desire when they ask for a hi honey. So I hope that's a good one. The only proper hi honey Sui says OG hi honey. But I can't be Sui. Also, Kruger Gamer, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. The Takalachi in chat after hearing you don't like deep sea creatures. Some octopi and some snails and jellyfish. Some jellyfish that are on the deep ocean are really cute and really fascinating. It's mostly the fish. It's mostly the deep sea fish. There's a... I don't remember right now if the moth... No, bunny. Is the bunny slug a deep ocean slug? Let me check that. Let me really quickly Google that. Bunny slug. I don't remember if it's deep ocean. How do I know how deep they live? They cling to submerged vegetation. And they spend spend most of their time at the bottom of tropical waters. That doesn't sound like deep sea ocean, right? That doesn't sound like deep ocean. It sounds like it could be like relatively surface level. What about the moth slug? I'm pretty sure there's something called a moth slug. No, it's not. Nope, I'm not finding that. So I probably made it up in my mind. I probably made that one up in my mouth. Mouth? Mind! What is wrong with me? The trick is you gotta train your stomach to handle all the crunchy glass pins. Why? Why is this? No! Is the entire free chat going to be talking about glass in my stomach? Hola, Elyssia Dark. Ando en el laburo y no puedo gastar mucho tiempo en el móvil. Que la pase bien chateando. Ok, bye. Leo, bienvenido. Welcome. How are you doing? Hi. I hope you're having a good day. Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. Gracias por pasar aunque esté laborando. Thank you. How much salvage olive oil are we talking about? Entire bottle. Ellie, stop trying to salvage it. I'm cheap and olive oil is not. Olive oil with glass in it. It sounds like a lawsuit in the making. Ezekiel. I broke an olive oil bottle, a glass bottle today, a brand new olive oil bottle. So it's not that it came with glass. It's that people are saying that I was wrong in rescuing the olive oil and straining it through a strainer and just putting it in a new bottle. Apparently that's not what I was supposed to do. Apparently I was supposed to take the L and just accept that it was gone. Instead I made pesto. If you strain it through a coffee filter and the aftermath looks like you poured sand into it, what are you gonna do? Throw the rest of the olive oil. I promise, if I saw any indication of microglass in the olive oil, I would throw the rest of the olive oil. I'm not that dumb. I'm just desperate. Throw out the glassy oil. Can I first try the coffee filter? Is that not enough? I think a kitchen towel with a strainer would work. So you're saying coffee filter is good. How much is an effing bottle of oil, Ellie? $40, $60? Is that worth putting your life in danger? But how bad can it be if it goes past a coffee filter? Humans are friends, not food. Ellie, seconds before trying to eat a human. You gotta stop. I'm not eating humans. Oh no, she's parasocial for her humans. Yeah, I'm more parasocial than Edie. You know what? I'd rather go the parasocial route than the cannibal route. That's where I draw the line, I guess. Some people will think of humans as not food, not friends, but M. What do you mean M? I'm confused. Imagine we're all rocks, power stones for Ellie. It is one of the roles you accomplish. It is indeed one of the roles you accomplish. Ellie, if you've ever gotten fiberglass in your hand, microfibers or normal glass is in the oil is like that, but in your stomach. I don't think I've ever gotten fiberglass microfibers anywhere. The only proper high honey is... No, I read that one. Speaking of high honey, how about a kurukuru and kururin? I think I need more references of that. I think I need more references if I want to, like, be able to. I'd say it was good. 6 out of 10? Damn it. I need more references. Can I say ara ara? Well, it's been a while since I've done an ara ara. Maybe I could. That's a pesto more glassy than glass noodles. Ah! Pretty sure you wouldn't notice it due to the oil's density. Rip a brand new olive oil bottle and Ellie's wallet. It can't be deadly. Fine, I will throw the rest of the olive oil. I will throw the rest of the olive oil out. But I will be very pissed about it. I will be very pissed about it all. And that's why we're Goth Ellie today. That's why we're Goth Elyssia today. Because I lost an entire bottle of olive oil. And then everything else that happened afterwards. Which is all... It's kind of like, it's my fault, obviously. Directly related to me dropping the olive oil. But then some of those felt like the universe was just trying to be mean. Honestly. Some of them felt like the universe was trying to be mean. Like, did the garlic really have to fall directly into the trash? Did it? I wasn't even close to the trash. It just flew that far. It just flew that far so that it could spite me. You should see how parasocial she gets for a well-placed chair. I marry it. I marry a well-placed chair. That's how parasocial I get. It wouldn't be Kanak. What do you mean Kanak? Kanak? She says that now, but the first time she sees a glass sculpture of a person. Stop it. Stop it. Have you ever tried human before, Ellie? How would you know we aren't tasty? I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to. I mean, you humans can talk, can think, can have a discussion with me. Like, that's enough. That's more than enough. Do you know Don, who is so cute, bunny? No, Don. I don't. If I know it, I don't recognize it the way you're writing it. You filter the oil, but maybe small pieces could pass through it and hurt you. God damn it. God damn it. Also, I think this is my 1 month milestone. In that case, thank you so much for rejoining and making this your 2nd month. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Finai. Oh, there's a notification that I still don't know where to turn off. I still have zero idea how that works or why it's there. I'm pretty sure it's not something that's like YouTube based. I'm pretty sure it's not on YouTube side. I just don't know how it works. I just have zero idea how it works. Which, you know, fun. Maybe one day I'll ask someone, but I don't know where I would even ask. Like, on a YouTube Discord? On a OBS Discord? I don't know. Genuinely, no idea. Yes, toast always had a butter side down, don't it? Toast always land butter side down, don't it? Yes, yes it does. Bongos, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Lord Finai, thank you so much! Oh my god, thank you! Thank you for the super chat, it means a lot! It's for the olive oil fine. I'm not sure if this is enough, but if it's not, it's a start. I'll get a new bottle. I promise I'll throw that out. Thank you so much for funding my olive oil. I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed. It was like throwing the money to the trash in the end. And it makes me mad. Cannibalism. I'm gonna assume that's a typo and you mean cannibalism. Yeah, it would feel like cannibalism. I'm part human. Yes, there's a doll design as a teenage girl that swings a hammer saying kuru 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 and kururin joyfully. That's context. No, I need references. I need to see it. I need to hear it. Chairs and tables. Ellie's only true non-culinary loves. When have I loved a table? Wait. Oh, is it because of the tabletop RPG? You clipped that, I think. Or you made a meme about it. Yeah, you made several memes about it. You didn't clip it. It's I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one. Come on. A lot of you have played D&D and stuff. Also said girl doll has a mind of an old lady. So it's one specific doll that we're talking about? It's one specific character. What do you like more, a koala or a fox? I think I like foxes more. I think I like foxes more than koalas. We humans can also mine gems too. Much more useful as miners rather than to be snacks for the god snake. Well, again, I don't need gems. You don't need to mine But I would still listen. If I were a tyrant, which I am not. If I were a tyrant, I would much more value you as labor. I mean, listen, there's so much to be done all the time. So much that needs to be done. Why waste free hands? Why waste free hands on food? You know? Supposedly we taste like veal? Then eat veal. What's a deer gonna do? Help you? Huh? Help you do stuff? Huh? But also I wouldn't eat I don't think I could eat veal. I don't think I could eat veal. They're so cute. You'd better, and I don't want to even hear you try saving money at the cost of your safety, okay? I've spent many months in a hospital to learn how little money is worth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I promise I will throw the olive oil. I had no idea. I legitimately hadn't. This is not like, obviously, I didn't recklessly endanger myself. I didn't think or know that there can be micro shards of glass. I thought, you know, as far as I strained it, I thought it was fine. Veal is cow? Oh, eat veal. I think cows are cute too. I thought it was deer. Wait, which one is the deer then? Isn't it veal? Anyways, guys, cows are also cute, and I kind of really wish that that it was easier and cheaper to get like fake meat, lab-grown meat. I really wish it was like super cheap, and we could also like have lab-made meat. Not because I have like crazy like moralistic refusal to eat meat, but I do feel venison. That's why I got confused. Veal, venison. They both start with V. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I think cows are really cute. And I don't like eating cow too much. Cause they're so cute. My favorite meats are fish, specific fish like salmon, and pork and chicken. You can throw that out, Ellie. Just don't light it up like a mocktail bomb. I won't. Table Kun, I don't remember the context. You are the one who made the memes. The context was I was talking about my tabletop group. I was saying that I had my table, you know. I was like, oh yeah, you know, when I finish today I have to do stuff and I don't have a lot of time because like I have a table, you know, and then you made a bunch of memes about me being in love with my table. How expensive is this oil that you seem so upset about throwing it away? Well, extra virgin olive oil. It's not the cheapest kind of oil. It's not the cheapest oil. And also, imagine any kind of thing that you buy, right? That is supposed to last you a couple of months, maybe. And as soon as you buy it, you break it and it's unusable. Of course it's gonna upset you. It's the same as throwing money out into the trash. Alright, you kept saying how much you loved your table or something. I just mentioned having a table. You don't need gems? Then what are we polishing? The one gem that I have. This one. Wait. This one. That's the important one. This one? This one right here. That one is just for show. That one is not like a magical gem. That's like a normal gem. The other one is the one that matters. Here we go. Hypothetical, not so hypothetical. That's not hypothetical time. I don't remember the context already for that. Oh yeah, being a tyrant. How dare you? I'm not a tyrant. You bully me. I've given out bully permits. Would a tyrant do that? Huh? Huh? Would a tyrant give out bully permits? The only person that gets to call me a tyrant and mean it is Table-kun. That's the only person that gets to call me a tyrant. This eyes use a cute thing. Thank you. Like, thank you. Let's go, Tyrant Ellie. Why? So you just admitted we're snacks? No, I said you're much more valuable as labor than as snacks. Well, I do apologize. You can look up shorts of Herda Kurukuru. Maybe, but not right now. This is something that would have required, you know, before. Me getting references before. We asked if you're friends and you said, I have a table. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if I can consider them my friends, you know? I don't know that I can consider them friends. But they are my table. That's for sure. I'm going to check one more thing. I don't know even what I'm trying to get. I just really want to understand what makes that sound. if it's like YouTube or not. I really think it's not. I really think it's not. But you know what? I'm gonna keep looking for it. I'm really gonna keep searching. Hello, Fox on Nissan. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi. I mean it as a joke, basically. When you said you love humans and as friends, I thought you were friend-zoning us. But then you said not as food, and then I went like, oh, I thought you was gonna say not mates. Oh, mates. Mates. British. We're getting British again. Mate. Matey. I'm sorry. Piggies are so cute, though. Teacup pigs are cute. Actual, like, really, like, farm pork pig? I don't think they're cute. Gotta be honest, I don't think it's cute. Why is chicken meat called chicken anyways? I don't know, it's tasty. At least you acknowledge that fish is meat. Yeah, of course it is. What else would it be? Pork is really good. The school lunch always has rice and pork on Thursdays. Pork is really tasty. I just really like the taste of pork. Tell it to the people who bought an exquisite wine bottle only to drop it on the way home. Yeah, see that? It would drive you insane. It would upset you. It would get you mad. The name for chicken meat is poultry. Can I rant a little bit about one thing related to this conversation? Why do you need a word for chicken meat? Why do you need a word for deer meat? Why do you need a word for cow meat or for pig meat? I get so annoyed. If anybody is like, oh yeah. So I was, you know, oh look at the little pork. And they go, that's not pork, it's pig. Because pork is only when it says, it's the same freaking animal. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I'm gonna eat some chicken meat. It's called a poultry. It's called, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so I don't need to use specific words. If I can just say chicken meat and you understand exactly what I'm talking about and it's the same freaking thing. Why do we even have those words? Why? It's not needed. The name for chicken meat is poultry. You call your table Table-kun? You guys call it Table-kun. You guys have been calling the table Table-kun or Desk-kun. Don't remember. Desk-kun? Desk? Over here, extra virgin olive oil from a good brand at the supermarket is about 8 to 10 euros for 1 liter. I have no idea how to compare prices. Because honestly, like, I've talked about this before, but my country has like more than 100% or normally 100% annual inflation. But most often it's just completely impossible to grasp prices. It's just really impossible to compare prices for me because like money just feels like an ethereal concept that just gets worse. So, you're hearing things? I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing anything. Actually, I'm glad that I'm not hearing anything because my neighbors have been so active this week. Jesus Christ, they've been active this week. At one point, I think it was, yeah, sure. Actually, this week, this is the second day of the week. Yesterday, right before the stream, right before the stream, I started hearing my neighbors drilling stuff. And not like drilling stuff somewhere in the apartment or whatever. Right above me, they started drilling stuff. I was about to tweet about it, and I was like, wait, let's give it a minute. Maybe they just need to drill for exactly 2 minutes, and they still don't really show up on the stream. Maybe it's just a short drill work. And it was. But basically, I'm glad that I'm not hearing anything. I had to work today, so not that great. Understandable, Foxony said. I've also had a not so great morning. Depends on which tablecloth you're talking about. It can be a computer table, a glass table, or the kind that punches you back if you mistreat it. I do not want to have that table. I do not want to have that table. But this one is wood. Do you hear that? Does it sound like wood? If I knock on it, does it sound like wood? Of course it would upset me, but I wouldn't angrily eat the shorts. Stop saying I eat glass! Food rant going to be the rest of the stream. No, it was a quick rant. It was a quick little rant. I just get really annoyed when I say something like I don't know, cow meat, and people. It only happened once or twice with one specific person. It only happened with like one specific person, but it just really annoys me when I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't eat cow meat, right? Like I don't eat a lot of cow meat because I don't like it, and I also like cow, so I normally just avoid it for other types of meat. And the person or whatever, you know, like someone going, it's not called cow meat, it's called veal. I don't know. I just find it so unnecessary. So petulant? Is that the word I'm looking for? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a perfect synonym. Why correct me? It's not my fault. English has so many specific words that are not necessary. Would you like more? Pineapple, melon, or eggplant? Melon. 100% melon. The term used for trade. You can still say cow meat. Comes from French and English. That's why we have 2 words for the animal and it's meat. It's not needed though. You can say cow meat and understand the same thing. Also, did Ellie get a Sora's 13 night on Ellie's stream? Maybe Ellie's 14 power stones. The hell is a Sora's 13 nights? What is that? What is that? Would you like anime or animations? Both. I'm a fan of every animation type. Except maybe a few. I'm not a fan of rotoscopy. I'm not a fan of things that are clearly rotoscopied. I'm not a fan of... I obviously hate AI animation so much. I hate it. Almost every other type of animation though I love. Poultry is shorter than chicken meat in a ledger. That's why chicken meat has 2 names. I don't care. It's the same thing. I don't care. It's the same thing. I don't care. matter. It costs a yellow super chat tops. Is that gonna become a way of understanding money? Super chat colors. Poultry, venison, beef, and pork are French, while chicken, deer, cow, and pig are Old English. Then we can just take them as synonyms, and it doesn't matter. I bought pizza from centimeters 47. That's a very weird way to understand pizza. I have never measured my pizza, and I don't know how to calculate a radius. Upper class nobles used French, so when they ate meat, they called it those fancy words. Peasants used simple English and tended to the animals. And I am a peasant. And I am a peasant. I will call them animals. You see, Ellie, England was conquered by Normans, kind of French, and as soon as they were in charge, they did the most English thing they could and went to war with France. Didn't everyone go to... Who did this? And why? I didn't put the sign on my forehead. What did I say? What did I say to deserve this? I'm just confused. I'm not mad. I just don't understand. You see, Ellie, England was called... No, I already read that. Ellie, come on. Get your shit together. Didn't everyone fight France at some point? Didn't everyone fight France? Isn't that like one of the things about France that everyone... Aren't they the Argentinians of Europe? The butt of every joke? I might be confused because I'm not in Europe. So I only hear things like this from the internet. You tell me. I have experienced 2 to 3 months of constant drilling and hammering at certain times of the year. Yeah, rough. Having noisy neighbors is complicated. But it's especially complicated when you have conflicting feelings because you are also a noisy neighbor in a way. Like, I assume that they can hear me when I'm screaming. And that's another reason why I have to remind myself to speak in a normal volume instead of screaming so much into the microphone. My microphone is close enough. I don't need to yell. Especially when, like, I look at my voice and I don't like how I sound because it sounds like it's too yelly for me. So I need to get used to speaking in less volume. Especially... Thank you for the rainbow. I don't know what we're celebrating. Listen, what was I talking about? I'm sure that when I'm speaking in a normal volume like this one, not only do I exhaust my throat less, so like basically it's better for me, but also I'm pretty sure it sounds better. It sounds less peaky. It sounds like, you know, like properly managed and handled audio levels and stuff. But I constantly forget. But also, I'm pretty sure I am the annoying neighbor for a lot of people. So it's nice to have, like, annoying neighbors that do very, like, annoying noises at any specific hours of the day. But I'm pretty sure I'm kind of annoying myself. To be fair, if you're going to use olive oil for cooking and you're not applying that directly, you likely can get away with the cheaper stuff. I don't normally use it for cooking. I use it for, like, pesto, for sure. Maybe when doing sauce, I will throw a dash of olive oil into the sauce once it's finished and out of the fire. Obviously, I use it as salad dressing. What else? Maybe a little sprinkle on the top of a pizza. With veggies, just like a good tomato with salt and olive oil. Nothing more than that. Simple, easy. Ooh, to toast some bread in the oven with olive oil and paprika. Yeah. But mostly I try to avoid it when cooking because I have a friend who is, or studied at least, a lot of like food science and stuff. And they told me that it's really important to try and avoid getting oil, especially olive oil, but mostly any oil, past its smoking point. So the point in which it starts evaporating, because the molecular structure of it changes in a way that makes it a lot more unhealthy for the body, like really bad for your health or something like that. So I've avoided cooking with oil for a while. I only like try to throw it in at the end of the cooking process. I've had a neighbor that was drilling for hours every day for months. That place did have very hard walls, but I still have no idea what they were doing there. Still, I think I prefer that to a certain other girl I know whose neighbors can be heard doing bed stuff every day. Every day? Damn! Damn! Actually, my worst neighbors, I've talked about this before, but it happened again literally last week. So the worst thing about my neighbors isn't the drilling, it isn't the chair moving, it isn't the weird, like, oh, I don't know, the weird like scraping noises. It's the yelling at any time of the night, yelling, fighting between themselves. Last time it happened was this week, and it was at like 3 a.m. maybe, 2 or 3 a.m. So they woke me up, and I had to just lay there in bed waiting until they were done with their discussion, and that's what makes them really annoying. For context, Talking to Sora had only 13 consistent viewers and have stuck with her since the early days. Thus, Ellie's 14 Power Stones since we are here consistently for Dear Snake. Thank you! Also, I heard she's down to 12 since one... Holy shit, that's dark. That's sad. I'm so sorry for that. Lol, I saw who did it. Oh, wait! I saw who did it! I didn't see a single person typing it. Did someone type to activate the bot and then delete their message? I didn't know you could do that. Wait a second. You can hide when you put like the sticker on me? Cool. That's insane. Every pizza place, or almost, lists pizza radiuses because it's the only way for the customer to know how much they're getting. I've never, ever seen a, like, pizza place. Woo, rainbow. I've never seen a pizza place, like, listing the radius of the pizza. Literally never, ever. It is definitely not done in my country. Definitely not done. In my country, you get either, like, big pizza, small pizza. Do you want to eat it alone? You ask for a small pizza. Do you want to eat a big pizza? You get a big pizza. That's it. No measurements of any kind. You get what you get. You get what you get, and that's it. The conquest of England was a wild affair because it was conquered by a minor French noble who just out of nowhere became the King of England. I don't know enough about English history. That's kind of wild. Wait. That's kind of really weird. So, it's a very, is it like a United States to England, England to France chain of command situation with colonization and everything? Also, Alcavidian, I don't think I said hello to you today. Welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Dumb sticker? We playing Among Us with polishers today? Not really. I just decided that this asset just speaks to my soul. This asset represents me in my deepest self. And so, I've decided to use it forever, for perpetuity. Regardless of Among Us. I bought tacos, full spicy. Enjoy it. I cannot take spicy. USA is the colony, not England. Yeah, I know, but like the chain of command. USA to England and then England to France. Because the king of England was actually a French noble. So it would be France, then the son England, then the son of England, USA. Right? Frankly, you don't really hear much about France wars outside of versus England. Maybe. You know how in Hamilton, I don't know if everyone knows about Hamilton. It was just such a massive cultural phenomenon that I kind of assume most people know of Hamilton. In Hamilton, like, they talk about this one French guy that was instrumental in the independence of the United States because he wanted to fight against France. And the funny thing is, in my country, we also had the like iconic French guy that formed part of the revolution efforts. I don't know what it was about French people just like going in and fighting, but they keep showing up. They just keep showing up. So this is why it's called the Paris of Latin America. I don't know. It's mostly like the Argentina of Latin America. But we're the butt of the joke. But I didn't know. I don't know if it is actually. Is it even called the Paris of Latin America? I've never heard of that. Like, ever. Your neighbors are over there like, is she banging on that table again? The neighbors are going to come in and like steal my table so that I can't make any more noise. Their closest neighbor was the HRE, which, yeah, nope. I don't know what HRE would mean. Human Resources Employee? I don't know what you mean. And getting to Spain requires going through the mountains. They probably have some squabbles, but yeah, historically relevant wars, just France, England. I don't know, I associate France with like a very fighty country because of that little history thing that I mentioned. We're celebrating a cow sandwich. I don't know, I don't like cow meat a lot. I just mostly prefer the taste of the other meats, and I also really like cows. I think they're cute, so I normally just avoid it. That and the Napoleonic Wars. Oh yeah, Napoleonic Wars, an icon. I know one boss heart from Pizza Tower Pepino versus Pepino Fake. I have no idea what that means because I haven't played Pizza Tower. I mean, sure, but I barely... Wait, I lost it. I barely even think of Napoleon as a French leader with how out of character it was. What do you mean? He's like the French icon for the rest of us. For the rest of us outside of Europe. I think of France and I think, obviously, baguette, right? Obviously. Omelette de fromage, obviously. What other memes? The mime. The mime is a meme. And then I think of Napoleon and Marie Antoinette. And that's it. That's all my references for France. I don't know a lot of VTubers annoying neighbors anyways. I remember there's a girl with death metal screams and another with like kettle noises, both of which neighbors would find annoying. Yeah, and that's why I feel self-conscious about it. And I feel conflicted feelings. Like, can I really complain about my neighbors? Do I get to complain about my neighbors when I am probably as much a bad neighbor as they are? Like, do I get to complain about it? Realistically, do I? I heard that if you boil soy sauce, it can give you cancer. You gotta be careful with how you cook. A lot of the things that we are used to cooking maybe are not great for us. Hiroshi! Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! I don't think I've seen you here before. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. I dance until I'm exhausted, then dance. Then dance to your heart's content. Every pizzeria here does? Interesting. In my case, I definitely know that no pizzeria would ever list the size of pizzas. Like, I've never seen that, ever. If you want to know how big a pizza is, you ask the waiter and they go like, oh yeah, it's about this big with their hands, and that's it. That's as much as you get. Olive oil has a high smoking point. I think even higher for non-virgin. It's probably one of the better or safer ones. Probably. I still got used to like cooking with lard, which is cheaper. And according to my friend who studied like food science or whatever the frick, supposedly healthier. Lard is another word that I'm annoyed at. Lard, I got used to like using the word lard because of one specific YouTuber, but like, why not just say pork fat or pig fat or whatever? Lard. It's just fat from a pig. Just say pig fat. I've gotten used to cooking with pig fat. There we go. That's easier. That's easier. According to my friend, like one of the healthiest ways to cook is with butter, but that's also kind of on the expensive side, while pig fat is not really expensive and it's still healthy, according to this friend. I always have a pipe dream of a guest asking for a certain pizza without pizza dough. That's not a pizza. That's just a plate of cheese with sauce. What? That's just a weird salad. If you don't have pizza, if you don't have dough, you can only have like the ingredients in a mixable way. Sorry, like you can't, no. Sorry, that's just cheese. That is just cheese. His name was Gillum the Bastard, but he came to be called William the Conqueror. Whomstuv? Neighbors fighting each other in the middle of the night, just like mom and dad. I don't think they are a mother and a father fighting. I really don't think they are. It feels very much like maybe like brother and sister, stuff like that. Like Pizza Hut large is normal size small pizza. There's also the largest size, which can vary while in between places. So centimeter measures are a must, and any place not posting them would be a red flag. Don't come to my country to eat pizza then. If you come to my country, you ask the waiter, and the waiter goes about this big with their hands, and that's what you got. The king of Normandy did not stay loyal to France for long when he got the English crown, so not really. Oh, I guess there's no chain of command. Look out, guys, Ellie's going the Hitalia route. Can you believe I tried to watch Hitalia at one point? Can you believe? That was a mistake. I don't remember it. I don't remember anything that I tried to watch except what is this? Why is it 5 minutes long? I don't get what the hype is about. Why is everyone talking about this if it was good? And also, when does it actually start having plot? And like feel like a show? And it never happened. Well, not that it never happened. It didn't happen in the very first few episodes that I could take before deciding that it was not my thing. Paul Revere? No, Lafayette. This is another Europe history lesson with your host, Elyssia Nikos. That would be the worst history lesson. I don't know history. I don't know European history. Are you kidding me? France loves revolutions. Well, some people in France didn't. I don't think Marie Antoinette enjoyed it very much. I also very much, you missed a word there. I also very much, when anyone mentions wars in history, I tend to think of medieval times. Oh, maybe I didn't miss a word. Like, very much when anyone mentions war in history, you tend to think of medieval times. I mean, wars are still going on, but it is really hard to conceptualize them in comparison to those wars, right? Like, nowadays they feel so different. The HR is the Holy Roman Empire, which was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. Wait, does that fit in the context of what we're talking about? Does that fit in the context of what we're talking about? When I read HRE... When I read HRE, which is very far away, I can't find it. I can't find it anymore. Well, we're gonna have to trust it. We're gonna have to trust it. We're gonna have to trust it. That's the definition. Germany, basically, Holy Roman Empire, the seat of the Emperor of Europe. You guys are trying to teach me proper history, and I'm not gonna learn it. I refuse. Meanwhile, me knows exactly the location in Malaysia, where British forces lost to the Japanese so terribly that they refused to publicly talk about it. I am actually like surprised and admire history people, history buffs and stuff. It's just, it's really hard for me to conceptualize what was history. When mostly I feel like you're supposed to, like, you're taught history in such an isolated way. Like, you'll know the history of this or whatever land. And you'll hear names and you'll hear dates. And then you'll go through the timeline for this one specific thing. And then you'll look at the timeline of another different thing. And when you try to consider, okay, so while these guys were doing this, those guys were doing that, I feel like it's hard to compare and contrast and like know where everyone was at any given point in time and how things were connected. I feel like it would have helped me, and maybe it sounds like it would be more confusing for people and that's why it's not taught that way. But I feel like having a bigger picture, a more comprehensive understanding of what all was going on at the same time in the world and how everything connects, I feel that would have helped me understand history better. Buenos Aires specifically is often titled the Paris of Latin America. Seriously? Wait, for real? Why? Why? What? Huh? I guess we do have one of the coolest bookstores ever. And I guess we do have a lot of like culture, theater, museums, things. But that's all I can think about. Is it because we're the butt of the joke? Is it because we're the butt of the joke? Elyssia gets sponsored by Chick-fil-A, lol, eat more chicken, less cows. I wouldn't get sponsored by Chick-fil-A. I would not accept a sponsor by Chick-fil-A. But also, it doesn't exist in my country. So I've never actually tasted Chick-fil-A. I don't know what the big thing is it about the flavor of Chick-fil-A, because I've never had the chance. Snakes do eat chicken. Yes, I do. You can bet that I do. The amount of French names you can think of, I think it speaks to how many relevant wars was France in. I can't think of any relevant names of any wars. So it's not really a worthy comparison. It's not really a worthy comparison if you really think about it. Cynical Apple, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi. Ellie angry at words? Constantly. Constantly, always. That's like my natural state. My natural state are words. Why? I'm so glad that I like studying languages, but also, man, words and languages and grammar rules. Why? Someone, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Also, big fat sounds like a nothing word, to be honest. It's still like, it explains exactly what it is, right? Only 10 minutes ago, why do you use so many words? Ellie, now, why don't you use more words? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just saying, I've gotten used to using lard, but like, why do you need the word lard? Why do you need it? How about we just call it pig fat, which is what it is? There's a pizza where I live that makes the dough with potatoes and the normal wheat. It's nice and crispy. I've heard there's a lot of buzz about like potato dough. I personally don't. When I say potato dough, I mean potato bread. I've heard a lot of like buzz about like, oh, these burgers are super good because they use buns made of potato bread. And I'm like, you know, I don't get the difference. And it might be because I'm not a fan of bread as a whole. Like, I'm not a fan of dough, which makes me half a traitor in this country. But I'm not a big fan of bread and dough and stuff. Man, I miss cheese. They don't have good cheese here. Well, that is a tragedy. I am a big fan of cheese. That's something I'm a really big fan of. Hey, Ellie, I like your style. Welcome, Cami. Welcome back. Hello, hi. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. This is goth. This is the goth look. The goth Elyssia. No wonder FNAF called their main villain William after him. William is an easy villain name. William, it does register kind of as a villain name if you really think about it. I think I've heard plenty of like shows and stuff that have William as an enemy kind of name. It's weird though because can it not be nicknamed as Bill William? Am I wrong? Because Bill is not that threatening as a name. I can completely believe that. Yeah, I believe it absolutely. Yeah, I did try to watch Italia. I couldn't get into it. I realized I meant to say it, not me. Yeah, I read it properly. Don't worry. How history is taught changes a lot based on where you learn. In my case, I had a very, very difficult time with it. I have next to no memory of dates, just events. In my case, I was like... They were so focused on you learning the dates properly, which is weird. It's really weird. Like, does it even matter? Another thing is when you live on the new world, the relevant history goes back a few hundred years back. I count as new world, right? Isn't human history why isekai stories in Japan exist? That because they knew about real world history, they can try to make things better in the new world they're in? Kind of? But also most isekai stories, at least nowadays what makes it to anime, feels less about that and more about like being a complete power fantasy, right? Whereas here it's all places and events that everyone is familiar with. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any history. That too, most of history is in my history. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it's so much harder for me. Poland has always had a reputation for teaching history in a very thorough way and spanning the whole world. Maybe that's what I needed. Honestly, maybe that's what I needed. Though after I started studying Far Eastern culture in the university, we learned absolutely nothing about the history of the Far East in schools, while being fed that we learn about the whole world. You probably still learn more than some other places, because like, I don't think I ever had like a comprehensive understanding of the world. If you'd have to take a sponsor, which brand would you take? It's really hard to know that because so many of the brands that I'm used to seeing in sponsors just don't exist here. Like think of any YouTuber that I've seen, right? What brands can I think of? I can think of BetterHelp, which has been in controversy after controversy. I can think of Established Titles, which was in a bunch of controversies. I can think of HelloFresh, which does not exist in my country. I can think of the other one. the competition for HelloFresh, which also doesn't exist in my country. I can think of the water one that MatPat does that I would honestly be so freaking hyped for. I would really, really like that. But again, I genuinely believe that they don't exist in my country. Obviously, there's a bunch of like adult companies that I've seen doing sponsors that I wouldn't do because of branding reasons. So I don't know. It's really difficult because most things just don't exist here. just don't. They don't. I wouldn't have a way to try the product, you know? I wouldn't even have a way to try it. So I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, you know what? Maybe one of those websites. Yeah, like Squarespace or whatever. Because that is something that I could try and something that I could use. And that something that would actually like legitimately add for me, like something that I would find valuable, but not necessarily something that anyone in my audience would find valuable, so I don't think they would. Right? Video game sponsorships don't exist. They are so rare. I wish it was like possible to get video game sponsorships, but they're so rare. So I guess I have no idea. We learned absolutely nothing. No, wait. Words, am I right? Words. Languages, am I right? Ellie would go through life grunting like Tim Allen if she could. No. I want to learn languages. I really do. Elyssia, if you come by Singapore, let me know. I do know a good chicken rice place. I'm betting. Singapore is on the literally the other side of the world, though. It's literally on the other side of the world. I don't think I can even think of flying that far right now. In my life, right now, I cannot imagine like being able to fly to the other side of the world. But hello, Songwang. I said it when you arrived, but welcome, hi. Does it really? Is it liquid? Is it solid? What? Pig fat? I think you're talking about pig fat. I think. In that case, it's solid. I love all these niche random grammar words and rules. I like them too, don't get me wrong. I do like it. I like the words. I like that they exist. I don't like this idea of like one of the words being the correct one just because it's more specific. You know? I don't like the idea of being corrected on something that means the exact same thing. It's just like not the specific niche word for it. I think if you're making yourself understood, if the communication is working between the parties, then it shouldn't matter that much what words you're using. Unless we're talking about writing, right? Unless we're talking about writing. In that case, that's the entire point, right? But aside from that, what do you think people shorten phrases into acronyms? Like FML and ASAP shorten food word. Shortened food word makes more sense in that context. I don't know. I think isn't the origin of like acronyms mostly texting so that you can get it out faster? But you're still like, when you're saying it out loud, you're still saying, well, not really. With ASAP, you're not saying it. I do actually resent acronyms a little bit. I do actually resent them. Because sometimes you'll see an acronym. It's especially prevalent in fandoms. In fandoms, it drives me freaking insane. Sometimes you'll see an acronym that nobody's explaining at all. Because it's assumed that everyone understands it. Like, ASAP. Like, everyone's supposed to understand that, right? But as a non-native English speaker, I remember the moment where it was so hard to understand what people were talking about because they were using acronyms that I wasn't understanding. I didn't know. And in fandom, it happens all the time. You have names or phrases that are specific to the fandom. And when you try to get into it, you don't understand. And nobody's explaining it. They're just using acronyms. It actually happens to me in Cookie Run. In Cookie Run, I'll go to the boards and I'll see people asking for help. And I'm not gonna ask for help because like I don't care that much. But I'll see people asking for strategies and I'm like, oh, maybe I could just copy whatever they answer. I'm having this issue with this level too. Might as well just copy whatever strategy somebody's saying. And I don't understand the answer. Because they'll just use acronyms for every single character. Like every single cookie that they're selecting, it's like, oh, you should build a team with B, P, L, N, just J, K, L, A, and use for toppings. You can use PP double something. And it's like, I have no idea what this means! Please, just speak with words. How hard is it to type an entire word? You're doing a freaking guide here. There we go. Ellie's food criminal takes had to come up during a talking stream. What do you mean criminal? Come on. Come on. It's very understandable. Come on. I'm giving super warm, super lukewarm takes right here. There are no hot takes being served. There are no hot takes. Same reason you don't call bread crushed grain cake. Nobody would know what you mean with crushed grain cake, but you know exactly what I mean when I say fat, pig fat. You know exactly what I mean. In the case of pizza, potato dough is just a texture thing. Do you want shit crispier or softer? I prefer my pizza crispier. I know a lot of people that are like, no, thin and crispy is the worst kind of pizza. The best kind of pizza is the one that's like really thick and really soft. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I guess because I don't like dough that much. Because I don't appreciate the dough part of the pizza that much. It's there to complete the ensemble and to like give the food structure. It's important, but I also enjoy it when it's as little part of the food as possible. Yes, Ali, the continent that we didn't know about until 1700-ish is what we call the New Year's. The New World, the New World. Aha, I was right. Can we get the dumb seeker off by now? I mean... Oh, the program went off. Maybe somebody was trying to take it off and they couldn't. Okay, let me just reactivate it. I have to remember that every hour or so I have to reactivate this program. There we go, there we go. Well, there's McDonald's that is everywhere, but doesn't do collabs or sponsorships. Yeah, I definitely have McDonald's. They definitely never have done a sponsorship with any YouTuber ever that I've seen. Ellie getting the last Loot Crate sponsorship. Loot Crate also doesn't exist in my country. Loot Crate also doesn't exist here. Oh, headphones. Nice. Thank you. Come visit Japan? Listen, I would love to, but again, it's on the other side of the world. You have no idea how expensive flying there would be. And then accommodations? Do I need a visa? Oh, just forget it. I can't even think about it right now. I can't even think about those things right now. Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? Don't forget, today's art stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. When an international agency paddles over to add you to the roster, you will be able to acquire sponsor fans from all over the world. That's a very optimistic view of my future. And I really appreciate that you have such an optimistic view of the future. And this may sound like sarcasm, but it's not. I appreciate your optimism. I really do. It's not derived from the name pig fat. Pig fat would far more make me think of a fat of a live pig, which is a liquid. But it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same kind of bodily structure of the same animal. What do you like more episodes of Naruto or One Piece? Neither. I don't like Naruto. I don't like One Piece. Oh yeah, grammar police are silly. If you understand what's being said, all is well. Yeah. That's what I think. Acronyms are military in origin. Oh, that makes sense from what I understand. Yeah, that would make more sense. That would make more sense. Timmy, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, how are you doing? Welcome. I don't know if I've seen you here before, so welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. My English teacher would say that our speaking should be accurate and precise. Sure, but that was your English teacher. Probably trying to make you into an author or someone who can write essays really well. In those cases, it's really, really important. In real life, communication is the thing that matters. acronyms? Hey, why? Why are we laughing about acronyms? Speaking of acronyms, do you know what LSH means? Okay, LSH MSFOIAIDMT. It's not a rickroll. It's not a rickroll. That was my first, like, thought, instinct. I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't think I understand that acronym. Quite familiar. I just had to look up what Zatsudan means 5 minutes ago. Well, that's why I put both names in the title. Both Zatsudan and free chat. I just made sure that both of them are in there. If the acronym has 8 letters, it probably actually saved a lot of time. Yeah. Yeah. Considering that usually every letter starts for one word. Yeah, but sometimes, like, we get used to using it, even if it's not urgent. That's why I like ASAP. I like ASAP quite a bit. Because it's like, if you're supposed to need it as soon as possible, every single microsecond matters. I like LOL, but I don't like it as an acronym. I feel like LOL nowadays it's its own vibe, you know? And then most acronyms I just don't use that much. I hate thick pizza bread. The bread is there to serve as a delivery mechanism for the rest of the pizza, not as the main attraction. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too, officer. But I know a lot of people who like really love the dough of the pizza. It's like the two kinds of people, you know? I personally hate thin crust. That's understandable. I'm a person who doesn't enjoy like bread or dough that much. So that's why I personally don't enjoy it. But I know a lot of friends who really enjoy. I mean, my freaking sister. My sister's a big ass fan of like pasta and dough related things. No idea how you reach the conclusion that liking thin is a hot take. No. Because here's the thing. Somebody said that I was doing like, maybe it was you. Elyssia's food criminal takes. It's not criminal takes. It's normal takes. It's not hot takes, it's lukewarm. Isn't lard a specific kind of pig fat and not the definition of pig fat? Like, would you call dough bread dough or pizza dough? It's all dough. It's different kinds of dough. But, like, what matters in there is how you, like, process it and how you make it. I don't know, is lard only a very specific fat? I thought that fat was fat, period. Isn't fat just fat? Like, isn't it one molecular structure and that's it? Does it have like different substructures that can be categorized as fat? I'm not a biologist, guys. I'm not a biologist. I don't know if loot crates still exists, period. Good point. Maybe it just isn't a thing anymore. What did you get from Invisible Family, Snake Ellie? What do you mean Invisible Family? Are we talking my family? My family? I'm a fairly new viewer for you. Fairly new as in you hadn't heard a lot of the things that maybe I'm mentioning for the first time in a year or so. I'm an English teacher and I say being understood is most important. I agree. I mean, Ellie, we're talking about language where you need to have a difference between window and the window because without it, they can't figure out the exact object they're talking about. Well, there are languages in which you don't need to have the window. There are languages that are more contextual. You're supposed to be able to figure it out without the in the front. Laughing so hard my sombrero fell off and I dropped my taco. Yeah, I had never heard of that one. It sounds extremely specific niche and that only like a specific area would be able to use it. Never heard of it. Never. Never. Welcome. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi. Same. I hate thin crust. Well, I guess it's me against the world. No, actually, officer too. Oh god. Oh god, I'm in the same team as officer. Oh no. That's not right. At least you're encouraging laziness to language learning. I'm telling Twitter. I'm not encouraging laziness. But you know, as someone who knows 2 languages, does it really matter if I know the difference between pig fat and lard? Huh? I sometimes think of ship names like SS something as stun seed. Stun seed? Actually, what does SS in the name of a ship mean? What does it mean? And then I flip the phrase stun seed. Seed stun? Stun seed? I don't get it. You then proceeded to say that liking thin crust is somehow an unpopular opinion. Well, because you called it a like bad food, like criminal food opinions. Sounds like a movie in the certain infamous Flash game. Stunseed? I personally hate it, but try getting a thick crust pizza in Italy. I'll wait. I've never been to Italy. Do they not have... Wait, do they not have a thick crust in Italy? That's weird. You would assume that they have every kind of pizza in Italy, right? You would assume that they have everything that you can even think of. There's saturated and non-saturated. Oh, fats. Yeah, you're right. There's not saturated and... I forgot. I only started watching you recently. You still have plenty of room to grow. Thank you. Oh, it's about the optimism thing. It's about the optimism comment. Yeah. I mean, I'm really happy when people can be optimistic about everything. But especially as someone who, like, does get bouts of anxiety and self-doubt, you know? It's nice. I don't get me wrong, I am optimistic about myself most of the time. But then I do get moments where I'm racked with self-doubt and anxiety. And so it's nice that other people are also optimistic in my stead to counteract those moments. As a teacher, you always have to tell your students that it's most important to say things confidently, even if the grammar is completely wrong. Let me tell you, if some of my classmates had heard that at any point, they would have been better. As it stood, I was the only person who, like, pronounced things like I knew what I was doing, basically. And I was always, like... This is gonna sound so not humble. This is gonna sound so conceited, but I was always the best in my English class. I prefer thin crust because I want to eat more than 2 slices in one go. I prefer thin crust because I want the flavors of the other stuff to be a lot more overpowering than the dough. Why do I always have that effect on people? Don't make me bring the gifts, officer. The one gif. You know the one? Don't make me bring it in. Don't make me... Don't make me bring it up. Don't make me bring the gift. Don't make me tap design. Japanese doesn't have articles at all. My students struggle a lot with when to use a or the. Yeah, that's as far as I understand it, that's like something that happens with Russian as well. Like they're not used to using articles. Alien officer, the team we don't deserve. And retouch. And retouch. In my case, I feel like our articles are worse, even. Because remember that in Spanish, articles also share the gender of the object that you are using the article for. And so that's a lot worse. Outside of teaching, you talk with a lot of people who are not native speakers. It does often make it a lot harder to communicate. Well, maybe because I'm not a native speaker, is it that I have such like a particular nitpick with specific niche vocabulary words, right? Because those are the little things, the tiny little chinks in your armor as a second language learner that can make you like fall in a conversation or like get stuck in a conversation, trying to say something and not having the specific words that a native would use for that. Potato dough allows for crispy and thick, which I think is the best pizza dough crust. I like crispy and thin. So, apparently SS stands for steamship. Oh! But wait, most ships are not steam anymore, right? Like, steamships are not... They're not a thing anymore, are they? Are they still a thing? Are steamships still, like, going? Or, like, being used regularly? The only criminal take you've made is you reusing the oil. And it's a crime against myself. And myself only. Potato dough allows for crispy and thick. No, I already read that one. Thick crust is for people who want to eat and actually not be hungry. You don't need to defend your take. You don't need to defend your take. Hey, it's okay. If you like dough, we accept that. I don't like dough, but that's just me. Stunseed is a moving Pokemon, but read backwards and it's this now. Oh. You tried to make me say these nuts. You tried to trick me. I'm sorry, I'm too dumb for that to work. When you said Sunseed but backwards, I was like, seed stun? I guess I still don't get it. People usually pair it with Pokemon Rhydon for double the funny. Right on these nuts. I get it. I get it. No, really? You mean that the lamia who's speaking at nearly native level was the best in... Oh, no, wait, I read it wrong. It's... No, really? You mean that the lamia who's speaking at nearly native level was the best in her class? I am shocked. I know, but I still don't like saying it because it sounds very not humble. I don't like not being humble. Legit no idea what you're talking about. The gift, the band officer hot pants gift that I use at least once per month. the band officer hot pants gift that comes out every time you make an infraction against my sanity. I'm also pretty good at English until I call Suikune. Suikuni. I don't know what either of those means. Because we don't need articles. We have articles, but we have them gendered, which is the worst. German also has gendered articles. Yes, and they have it worse than us, because they have 3 genders for articles and objects. I have been keeping that to myself the whole day, but since we are at the topic already, today my Oshi finally did an English learning stream. I waited for over a year on it. That's so nice! That's so nice! Wait, so your Oshi is what, Japanese? Wait, I'm sure you've mentioned it. I'm sure you mentioned it. Is your Oshi summoning Hololive? It sure delivered, so that was really nice. Nice, I'm happy about that. You want to get into crazy articles? German has gendered articles and polite and casual articles. I thought the reason they were worse is because they had 3 genders instead of 2. But they also have a differentiation between polite and casual articles? Fuck that, man. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Again, I also teach English in spare time. You want to get a student ready for the world, not for the test, if they want to be communicative. I feel like it depends on the area, right? And depends on the school. If they're teaching you to pass a test or they're teaching you to actually learn. Ranker is talking about that white angel in V Shoujo. Oh yeah! I've not mentioned it once. No, I'm very confident I did not name drop her. But I think I know what you mean. And now that I think about it, I did think I recognized the poster that you have on your room. I did think I recognized it. I wasn't entirely sure. I didn't think there was merch of that model. I really didn't think there was merch of that model. Unless I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. Forget the crust. I'm putting cream cheese in the crown of the pizza. What do you mean the crown of the pizza? What do you mean the crown of the pizza? Thanks, Retouch, for running me out. Listen, if Retouch hadn't explained it, I never would have even gotten it. I never would have, like, considered it. You think wall art is an official merch? That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Wait, is there no wall art as official merch? That is such a good official merch kind of thing to have. They need to start doing that. People who can do merch need to start doing that. It's such a cool, like, such a cool merch thing item. I'm not sure if YouTube or Ellie is skipping the first part of my message every time on the thing crust. I think, listen, I'm skipping like the first 2 or 3 words at most when I'm reading something out loud, just to make sure that I don't fall too far behind the chat. I don't think I've avoided like half a message. Ellie avoided the these nuts by being dumb, lol, big brain. It's the opposite of big brain, actually. Duke, I'm pretty sure it's the opposite. Rita's tried to protect her, but she fell directly in the trap he was explaining. Well, I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts if you're just reading it out loud. Well, like, understanding that you're reading it. Like, the joke is to make someone say it without realizing until they've said it, right? You're Elyssia now. You can be arrogant. Do I use it as an excuse? Do I use it as an excuse to not feel paralyzing fear of not being humble enough? Humble Snake RP sounds like a stream idea. I'm not used to RP streams. I'm gonna be honest. I have heard a few because I was gathering references for something that somebody helped me with. And I still am gathering references, but I haven't heard those many. Suicune is also not English, so there's that. So yeah, that makes sense why I don't understand it. Suicune is a Pokemon name. Ah! Also pronounced Suicune, which makes me dumb as a kid. I mean, it's a Pokemon. Until you hear it in a show or a game, doesn't matter. I've not mentioned it once. No, I'm very confident. Oh, I read that one. I read that one. Polish has 3 genders, singular and plural, and also 7 cases. That sounds terrible to learn. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, that sounds terrible to learn. I think that's just called a poster. No. Wall art is a different thing. What, do they send you a painter to every house? No, wait, there are, am I crazy? I'm pretty sure there's this thing that you buy. Wall art Redbubble or what? Oh no, not Redbubble because they are in a controversy now. Society 6. Wall art. I'm pretty sure there's this like, they're like stickers that are meant to art print, canvas print, poster, wood? What? I was so sure that I had seen some people sometimes, like, it's like this sticker thing that is made specifically to be, like, pasted on walls without destroying the paint. If I made that in my mind, somebody needs to, like, get on it and invent it. If I made that in my mind, somebody needs to invent that because I would really like to have one of those. But I'm sure that I saw it somewhere. Like, I'm sure that it didn't just make it up out of nowhere. I might have made it up, I don't know. By crown I mean the dough ring around the pizza, the border with no ingredients on top. Oh, the edge of the pizza. Is that what it's called? The crown? I always called it crust. The crust of the pizza. Am I wrong? I'm learning so much today. People feel joy in tricking big name streamers with these nuts jokes, while I subtly slid said joke into a small VTuber stream. Yay me! Hey, you tried, and that's what matters. You tried. There was an attempt. You get a gold star for trying. Even if I was too dumb to realize it. Call me mad, but I prefer to buy anything from my Oshi except a Dakimakura. I mean, there are some Dakimakuras that I wouldn't want to have, specifically, so I understand that. You need to like the art, for starters. You need to, like, actually like it. And, in my opinion, this is just me, but I personally wouldn't want to have a Dakimakura that I wouldn't be able to show my friends or family. I wouldn't want a Daki that I need to hide shamefully in the closet when I'm gonna have visit. Personally, that's my personal preference. There's this big stickers for walls. I remember them being called... Not so sure I believe you, Nyberg. Not so sure I believe you. I wouldn't really call it a wall art. I'd call it a sticker or a tapestry. The way I understood it, tapestry was the ones that are cloth, right? That they are supposed to like be just hanging. And then I guess sticker works, but when I think of stickers, I think of things that are small enough to be pasted on a laptop or on like a notebook or stuff. That's what I think when I think stickers. When I have is a painting, so it's painted directly into the wall. I don't know if I had ever asked. That's just amazing. That's commitment. That's cool. They did invent it. It's called 3M. 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 3. Look up, fatheads. I swear that's what it's called. I'm gonna feel so dumb. I'm gonna feel so dumb when I do this. Wall art. Decals! Mural fathead. I cannot believe you. Wall mural fathead. Holy shit, it's true. What? What? Who chose this name and why? Who chose this name and why? What were they thinking? Huh? Wall mural. Wall mural removable sticker. That makes more sense to me. That makes a lot more sense. Ellie just invented the poster. Stop it! That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. The one that Sakura used when introducing new fighters to Smash Bros. Roster. Eh? I have no idea. I'm following the example of using English lace. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to. Wallpaper. The word you're looking for is wallpaper. Maybe. Maybe. I still want my 26-foot long lamia daki. Oh, I would still really like that. I would still really want that. There is no dakimakura that you can show to friends and family. Lies. Lies. I'm sure that I could find one that I would be okay with it. Fatheads were a legit thing. It was a company they made mostly like giant stickers of sports players, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of those. When I went through the Google search, I'm seeing mostly sports things, and then like I don't know, cars. A lot of Disney things, but those are already called like removable wall mural. So I wasn't inventing it. I knew it was a thing. I knew it. I believe it's pronounced threem. 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 Okay, I was joking about the 3M tape, but you took it a step further by calling it 3. I was saying if you were trying to trick me into another, like, I thought maybe it's a different version of one of those jokes. Not a these nut jokes, but something, you know, something also that I'll pronounce in a certain way, and it will be haha funny. But I was not making sense in my mind, so. I agree with the statement that there is no daki you can show to your family, even if you only had the stuffing. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I would very proudly show my family a daki if I found one with, like, art that is not too distasteful. Threem sounds like something Dr. Seuss invented. Threem. It has a nice sound to it, I think. Don't get me wrong, seeing a small shark getting a daki is impressive, but I'm not getting that daki. I think I know the one that you're talking about, and I wouldn't either. I'm pretty sure. But like, I'm sure that there are... Okay, let me Google quickly. If I can find something in like a minute that I think I would be perfectly fine with having, I am gonna say... Oh, yeah, okay, here it goes, here it goes. I found some designs. They are indeed My Little Pony Dakimakuras, but they have literally nothing weird going on. Literally nothing weird. It's just like, one of them is reading a book. One of them just has a little plushie. One of them has like a bathroom robe and like taking a little nap. See, you can totally have like tasteful things that you wouldn't be embarrassed by. People are not gonna believe me, but I swear it's there. I would hesitate to keep even a plain white daki around. Not me. Not me. I have a body pillow. It's called a booster. A bolster? Bolster? I don't know what that is. And why exactly do you have them in the first place? It's nice. It's a pillow. People have different size pillows. It improves on the look of the pillow arrangement if you have different sizes of pillows. You have one that is more rectangular. You have one that is a square. You have one that is a little circle. You have one that is like big, and then you have one that is smaller. For the longest time, I didn't believe dakis were real. Oh, Ellie, I'm sure you've seen the MLP daki video. No, I haven't actually. Everything can be made weird if you try hard enough. I don't think so. I don't think what I'm looking at, it looks so pure and wholesome. So pure and wholesome that I don't think you can make it weird. And yes, right under it in the related searches, there's a lot more that is most definitely not wholesome. But the one that I'm looking at is definitely wholesome. The related searches are a different thing. Okay, the related searches, not at all what I was talking about. Yeah, sure. Pillow the size of 70% of your bed, it's surely easy to store. Well, it's not that it's easy to store. It just works with the pillow arrangement. There's a daki for almost everything, except Ellie. Well, a lot of us tiny VTubers have to wait until we can actually make merch. Do not to hide dakis when you have one. How do you read aspect ratios like that out loud? One size cardboard cutout on your favorite waifus? Is that how you read it? 1 1? 1 on 1? 1 at 1? 1 by 1? 1 1. 1-to-1. 1-to-1, is that how you read it? Because when you talk about aspect ratios for like video, you say 16:9. You don't say 16:9. You don't say 9:16. 1-to-1, Ellie. 1-to-1. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. Just gotta cover up everything above or below this row, and it's also. No, that was the one that I was looking at was awesome. Everything else wasn't. Oh my freaking god. No. 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 Oh, I wish I hadn't. Oh, I wish I hadn't started this Google search. No. No. Okay, I'm now filled with despair. I am now filled with despair. Uh-oh, she scrolled down. I did. I scrolled down. For video, you say 16:9. That's what I thought. Ven. Yep, that's exactly how you say it. That's exactly how you say it. We are certainly trying to make the Ellie Daki real on Gardic. Oh, Gardic. We should play Gardic soon. There's no pillow arrangement that takes over your whole room. The only reason to get one is, well, to actually use it for the intended purpose. And that is not something I'm interested in much. I think, listen, I think it's not wrong to sleep with a pillow. I know several people, actually, who sleep with, like, normal pillows if they don't have a Daki. Because, actually, I have heard, this is not something that I personally won't know anything about because I don't have any legs, but this is something that I have heard from several people online and in real life. Apparently, sleeping with a pillow between the knees is better for the body. I don't know anything about it because I don't have knees, but apparently, you know, it's something good for the body. Ellie streamer brain just called 16:969. Ha 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 ha. I've heard it named 16:9. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I made it up in my mind. Better clean your history about stream? Why? Who's gonna watch my history? Who's gonna see my history? Like, who's going to? Nobody's gonna see this. Oh, Cadence Daki. No, it wasn't a Daki that absolutely traumatized me. It was something that you buy for your Dakis. That is an accessory that you put under the throw pillow thing, under the design of the Daki in the actual pillow. Two sets of things that you put under the design in the actual pillow. For 3D accuracy, volume purposes. Anyways, I now want to turn my eyes out. Clipping coming. Ellie lost her innocence with Dakimakuras. I swear, I really was happier not knowing that that was a thing. And even less with showing off the world that I need to hug a pillow pretending to be a person to fall asleep. Well, it's not about needing to pretend there's a person, but just hugging a pillow. Hugging a pillow is not bad. Alright, gotta go. Bye-bye, have a good evening. Goodbye, Recharge. I have a pillow hug to sleep. Yeah, I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's wrong. But goodbye, Recharge. Hi. No, hi. Bye. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great night, actually. Wait, you're going to sleep. I hope you feel very well rested in the morning. Thank you for being here. There's a long Miyazaki. When will you do yours? I would need someone to help me handle it. It's not something that I could handle on my own. Bronies are the craftiest people. Well, the thing that I saw was not brony related. It was definitely not brony related. It was most certainly anime. You know that it was. You know that it was anime. Can we get those with the Ellie Daki? No. No. What did you really look up, Ellie? No, I didn't look it up. It was in the related searches. It was in the related searches. I didn't want this. Oh, pillowcase. That's the name. Pillowcase. It goes under the pillowcase. Anyways. Looking around the internet often results in you wanting to burn your hands out. Hence, I stick to what I know is safe. I shouldn't have googled. Googled? I shouldn't have googled. What is wrong with me? I know one runs from Pizza Tower and I still don't know Pizza Tower or histories. Now I know why people buy Dakis or full-size humanoid dolls. Shudders. I mean, I just didn't know that there were such items you could buy for it. Questions you never want to hear your mother ask. Why does your pillow have a handle? Why does your pillow have a handle? Dude, what? Okay, now I really need to know. Excuse me, this is important. This is about equality. Are there items you can buy that do the same thing, but for male characters? I need to know. I don't even know how to find the other thing though. As like, how do I look for this shit? The other one I just stumbled upon. I don't know how I would look for this. Okay, we'll start with Daki, right? As a term, as a search term. Okay. Maybe I found something. Now, all I need to find is if it comes... if they also produce the opposite. Oh, this computer is going to be unusable for anyone but me. No way! Wait. No, it's not a thing. It is not a thing. I'm afraid to say equality has lost. Equality has lost. It is not actually available. I can find the one, but I cannot find the other. Oh god, there are dakimakurus that come with legs. That's just sad. Okay, I'm gonna stop for real now. I'm gonna stop for real. Who doesn't have a pillow handle? I don't think we're thinking of the same thing as a pillow handle. I personally prefer not knowing too, but well, now I do. I'm so sorry. If I'm getting cursed, so are you, apparently. And that is why this is Black Ellie and not regular Pink Ellie. Wow, I'm so glad. The coincidence, man. You mean Ellie? Yeah, I mean that. But Equality has lost, boys. Equality has lost. Snake searching weird stuff on stream, but not showing it. But not showing it, and that's fine with YouTube, right? I'd help you, but YouTube would never let me type that. No. We're keeping it all away from whatever YouTube can notice. Like, we're not bringing images in here. We're not typing it. We're not even saying it out loud. Meanwhile, me, why did Guda bring up an item she called a hair curler, but it's clearly something else? You would be surprised at the design of some hair curlers, though. I'm pretty sure you aren't looking hard enough. Maybe I'm just really bad with search terms. Weird past few weeks for me. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they get better. Do you like Pizza Tower levels? No, I have never played Pizza Tower. My search engine is forwarding me to... You're saying on a very nice topic with no mods online. I'm risking it, I guess. It is actually 15 minutes past the hour. What the hell? How did this happen? How did this happen? The vibrations really fluff your curls? You're not quoting something, actually, right? You're not actually quoting something, right? Are you joking? No, I'm not. Can I watch yet? Sounds like a no. I don't know. I've lost the thread of the conversation. I was just saying that it's actually quite late. And we should probably wrap it up anyways. Because it's been 15 minutes past the hour. And we've been talking the entire stream. So there's not a lot of wrapping up on a free chat. We have YouTubers showing weird toys on stream. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised because like the VTubers that I expect showing stuff on stream are either Twitch streamers or like other specific companies. Or indies, I guess. But not me. So we're probably gonna stop. Time flies when you're Googling trauma. Time flies when you're getting traumatized by the possibility of you eating glass, actually. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm still thinking about. I'm gonna throw that oil. I promise. I promise. Okay. But still, you know, thank you for being here. Thank you for protecting my health. What do you like, cartoons or animations? I've answered this before, Orestes. I like both. Didn't see that. Only saw her debut back when she first showed up. It's very hard for me to catch up with, like, VTubers in general, but especially the bigger VTubers. It's really hard for me to catch up. I try to watch, at the very least, clips and highlights. I guess we're back to Say So. Humble lost Pink Ellie next stream. Yeah, next stream, we're back to Pink Ellie. I promise no more eating glass. And no more talking about duckies. But hey, oh my god, that was this was a weird one. If I really think about this stream, in hindsight, this was a really weird stream. What do you like, Dragon Ball or Naruto? Neither. I don't like Dragon Ball. I don't like Naruto. Chat defending Ellie from herself since, like, always. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a constant. That really is a constant. And I'm so sorry. I apologize. Goth Ellie kind of goes hard, honestly. I'm afraid of Goth Ellie now. After this stream, we covered all the carnal pleasures. What? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that, man? What? Goth Ellie would work well with Gothana now. Ellie never gonna be the same after today. I already don't feel the same. I already feel traumatized by today. I already feel like this was probably a mistake. But I also feel like my mood's better. I I do feel like my mood's better, so... Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. I can't wait to see Ellie's bottle, Taki. Hole on one side, broken on the other. I hate you. Why? Why? Drenched in oil. Stop rubbing salt on the wound. Stop rubbing salt on the wound. I was saying that you guys have made me feel better. Now you're making me feel worse again. Now I'm sad again. But yeah, let's go. I have to go buy stupid olive oil again. I have to go buy a new stupid olive oil. So thank you for being here. I hope you had a great time, or, you know, a weird, enjoyable time. Time to get oil in those plastic bottles now. I can't find a single trustworthy oil brand that isn't in like glass bottles. Rexy, did I say hello to you today? Wait, did I say hello to you today? Welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a good day after this. Because we're leaving. We're living. Salt in the broken glass bottles. Stop. Why? Why? Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Let's go. Let's cut this stream off. It's been 20 minutes past the hour, which is kind of unneeded since the whole hour was chatting. So it's technically a whole stream of wrap-up. So I hope you had a great time, or at least an enjoyable one. We should talk about oil glass paintings next stream. Shut up! She found out last minute. Yeah, I didn't know. Why she found out? Were you hidden? Were you hidden? I'm so sorry. Time to glass light Ellie. I hate you. 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 I hate that. Alright, goodbye everyone. We love you just the way you are. Scuffed and fractured. And possibly dealing mortal damage to myself. Just go back from my haircut. I hope that it looks good. I'm sorry, lol, you're not. Are you? Are you? But okay, I really need to cut it off, guys. Stream over now. Yes, stream over. I really need to cut it off. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and others, alright? Take care, my snake shifters. Bye-bye.